Good evening students. Welcome to 11th standard chemistry video class. We are discussing lesson 6 gaseous state. In our last video class we completed the topic van der Waals equation. In this video we will discuss the next topic, Andrews isotherm. It is present in your chemistry volume 1 book, page number 172 and 173. Before starting with the topic, let me know what is isotherm. A curve on a pressure volume diagram representing the state of a gas at a constant temperature is said to be isotherm. Here the iso means same, therm means temperature. Again I repeat the definition for isotherm. A curve on a pressure volume diagram representing the state of a gas at a constant temperature. Pressure volume isotherms of carbon dioxide. It is given by the scientist Thomas Andrew. Hence, it is said to be Andrews isotherm. Now, we will discuss Andrews isotherm. Andrews isotherm. Thomas Andrew gave the first complete data on pressure, volume, temperature of a substance in the gaseous and liquid states. He plotted isotherms of carbon dioxide at different temperatures, which is shown in the graph. Here, the scientist Thomas Andrew first explains the relationship between pressure, volume and the temperature of a substance which is present in gaseous state and liquid state. He used to explain this concept using graph. He plotted isotherm of carbon dioxide at different temperatures, which is explained using the graph. Hence, in this graph, it explains isotherms of carbon dioxide at different temperatures. From this, we can infer the following points. At low temperature isotherms, for example, at 13 degrees Celsius, as the pressure increases, the volume decreases along AB and is a gas until the point B is reached. At B, a liquid separates along the line BC. Both the liquid and the gas coexist and the pressure remains constant. In this graph, the x-axis is volume axis, the y-axis is pressure axis. So in the graph, at a temperature 13 degrees Celsius, the pressure increases, volume decreases along AB. Here, if you move from point A to point B, the pressure increases and the volume decreases and it is present as gas until the substance reach point B. At point B, a liquid separates along the line BC. So in the line BC, you will be having both liquid and gas where pressure remains constant. Hence, the straight line BC, we are having both liquid and gas. This shows that the pressure is constant. At C, the gas is completely converted into liquid. If the pressure is higher than at C, only the liquid is compressed, so there is no significant change in the volume. Hence, at point C, all gases are completely converted into liquids. If you give more pressure than at pressure C, only the liquid is compressed. Hence, there should be no significant change in volume. Hence, at 13 degrees Celsius, at the point A and point A to point B, carbon dioxide is present in gaseous state. From point B to point C, it is present in both gaseous state and liquid state. At point C and above point C, it is in the liquid state. It is to be given for 13 degrees Celsius temperature. The successive isotherms shows similar trend with the shorter flat region. That is, the volume range in which the liquid and gas coexist becomes shorter. At the temperature of 31.1 degrees Celsius, the length of the shorter portion is reduced to 0 at point P. In other words, the carbon dioxide gas is liquefied completely at this point. This temperature is known as liquefaction temperature or critical temperature of carbon dioxide. It is explained in this paragraph. The next isotherm shows similar trend with the shorter flat region, that is small straight line. Hence, the volume range in which the liquid and the gas coexist becomes shorter. For example, at 31.1 degrees Celsius, the length of the shorter portion is reduced to 0 at the point P, which means the carbon dioxide gas is completely liquefied at this point. This temperature 31.1 degrees Celsius is known as liquefaction temperature or critical temperature of carbon dioxide. So here the volume range in which the liquid and the gas coexist becomes shorter for 31.1 degree Celsius, where the volume range in which the liquid and the gas coexist becomes longer for 13 degree Celsius. It is explained in the graph. Therefore, 31.1 degree Celsius is the critical temperature of carbon dioxide. At this temperature, all gases get liquefied. At this point, the pressure is 73 atmosphere. Above this temperature, carbon dioxide remains as a gas at all pressure values. It is then proved that many real gases behave in a similar manner to carbon dioxide, though the nature of isotherm remains similar. The critical temperature, the corresponding pressure and the volume are the characteristics of a particular gas. Now, let us discuss the definition for critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. Now, we can define the critical constants. The critical constants, namely critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. For all the three terms, here we are having the definition. First, we will discuss the definition for critical temperature. The critical temperature is denoted by Tc. The critical temperature Tc of a gas is defined as the temperature above which it cannot be liquefied even at high pressure, which means the temperature above which the gas cannot be liquefied even at high pressure is said to be critical temperature. Next, we are having the definition for critical pressure. Critical pressure is denoted by Pc. The critical pressure Pc of a gas is defined as the minimum pressure required to liquefy 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature. Again I repeat, critical pressure Pc of a gas is defined as the minimum pressure required to liquefy 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature. In order to liquefy 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature, it needs minimum pressure. That minimum pressure is referred as critical pressure. Finally, we are having the definition for critical volume. The critical volume is denoted by Vc. The critical volume Vc is defined as the volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature and critical pressure. Again I repeat, critical volume Vc is defined as the volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature and critical pressure, which means 1 mole of a gas at its critical temperature and critical pressure occupies a certain volume. That certain volume is said to be critical volume. It is denoted by Vc. Hence, we completed the definition for critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. Hence, this tabular column gives the critical constants of some gases. This tabular column includes name of the gas, critical temperature Tc in Kelvin, critical pressure Pc in atmosphere, critical volume Vc in centimeter cube mole power -1. The gases are as follows: helium, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, water, ammonia, hydrogen chloride, methane and ethylene. Hence, for the above said gases, the critical constant values are given in the tabular column. The critical constants, namely critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. Hence, we completed the definition for critical constants and critical constants of some gases. Hence, in this video, we completed two important topics. The first one, Andrews isotherms, and the next one, the definition for critical constants, namely critical temperature, critical pressure and critical volume. So let me stop up to this topic. The remaining topics that we will discuss in our next video class. Thank you.